Hello and welcome. My name is Haley. I am a traditional, non-traditional type of witch. Kindest welcome. I thank you for clicking on this video, and I thank you for your views and support. Thank you so much for being here. And there's much to discuss, so come around. Today we're going to be talking about protection, spiritual protection. I've laid out some stuff that you can use for protection. I feel like these are the basics and essentials if you're starting out in spirituality and witchcraft kind of stuff. So the first one I have here is my smoke tray, I guess. I don't want to say smudge because I feel like that's a trigger word for some people, so we'll just go smoke tray. There's many different types of herbs you can use. This one's white sage, and then what I use is lavender. These are Palo Santo sticks. And then this was gifted to me. But yeah, you could use sage if you want. There's also dragon's blood incense sticks. You can use some incense sticks if you want. These are real little ones. Smoke does cleanse, and it floats the negative energy away is how I like to think of it. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Incense is incense, or smoke sticks if you want to call them that. They work. And then next up is crystals. So this is a smoky quartz. Smoky quartz deflects negative energy, and if you're having issues sleeping, it also dispels nightmares. I just feel like it's a really good protection stone. And then we have black onyx. Anything of the darker crystal colors I feel are high protectors because they can absorb the energy and transmute it into good energy, and that it kind of just vanishes away. Amethyst too is a good psychic protection stone to have on you. It's literally like the master stone, I feel like. And this is hematite. So any dark colored stone or amethyst or even clear quartz is a great protection. Next up we have salts. So blue salt I made. It's called Archangel Michael blue salt. Sea salt is the better kind. And then black salt. We'll do a little experiment. I'll show you how to make some black salt. And then pink Himalayan salt. This is one of my bigger chunks. They come in chunks or they come in granulated form. Salt literally absorbs everything, and it just kind of dispels it, like the crystals. You can use it to line your property for protection, or over your windows. It said ghosts can come through your windows at night. So if you like to have your window open at night to cool down, I would suggest putting some salt, a line across the barrier. And making some salt, like blue salt. You can make green salt, yellow. Use non-toxic food dyes. Yeah, you can make any color salt you want. I just did blue because I like blue. And Archangel Michael, his color is blue. So what I did was just put the salt in there, put a few drops of blue, mixed it around, and then I prayed over it. I just asked for his protection and guidance, and yeah, I've used quite a bit of it. This thing was full. So we'll make some black salt after. I have the ingredients, so I'll show you how to make black salt, or you can use black charcoal to mix the salt around, and then you get a really nice rich black salt. But naturally you use ashes from your incenses. Next up is liquids. So you can make your own liquids. I got these from a witchery. It was called Elemental Witch Boutique. They made a lot of their stuff, handmade stuff. So I bought these, and as you can tell, I use them a lot. Use them sparingly though, they will last for a few years. These are like 3 years old, but they're still very potent. So Florida water, you can actually make right at home. You just use alcohol, distilled water, and a whole bunch of herbs and flowers. Like you can use basil, thyme, rosemary, and then you can use dried flowers like rose and lavender. And then you can add in orange and lemon peel rinds from when you peel your oranges or leftover lemons. And then you can use spices such as cinnamon or clove, but that's mainly the ingredients. But if you feel called to put in anything else for extra protection that you feel, like bay leaves or I wouldn't suggest cayenne pepper, but you could even put black pepper in. Just don't put it on your body if you put in extra spicy herbs. And then dragon's blood oil, you can make 2 at home. Just use any kind of carrier oil. And get yourself a piece of dragon's blood resin. You can find them online, I'm pretty sure. And then you just let it soak. And you can drop that in your barriers of your home or your salt. You can make red salt for protection. Yeah, just drop them anywhere where you feel a need to protect yourself. War water is more so for like if someone's really not stopping after you've tried simple, hey, that hurt my feelings, or you've tried talking to them reasonably and you've really just been patient with them, this is where you want to go to. Some people think it's like, I don't know what other people think, to be honest, but I just know people don't really like using more water for protection because it could also backfire and like create chaos for you. But it's all about your intention. I've used a lot of it for protection and no one's really messed with me. So if you're open to it, you can get it online, I'm pretty sure, or go to your local witch shop. see if they sell it or see if someone can help you make it. I just bought it from that store, from that elemental witch store, so. And then next up is this. I got it for my chakras, but lately I've been using it for spraying it before work, just to help I guess protect my chakras. So I'm more in line with myself. You just spray it over your head. It smells delicious. I got this from my local health food shop here where I live. It's called White Light Spiritual Spray. My phone's really blurry. It's not picking it up. But yeah, so that's what I've been using. You could also make, it's all about your intentions. So like, yeah, there's these, but you can also make just basic distilled water and you pray over it and ask for protection and just put it on your wrists, or if it's drinkable, you could even drink it, as long as there's no added stuff to it that you don't feel comfortable. So yeah, these are nice, but just simple drinking water, you can pray over it and it works. Next up is we have these little bottles. I made one for, I've made a lot of these. This one's protection. I just used white salt, some herbs, black charcoal, rue, and pink peppercorns for this protection. You can make jars or little tiny vials like that. It's all with your intention. And then you can just keep it on you or put it by your bedside table or your car, or keep it in a certain room where you feel uneasy, or at your work. Next up we have the evil eye. I keep this on my purse, but evil eye is supposed to deflect and repel any jealous or envious or malicious gazes towards you. And it's said if it breaks, that it actually absorbed whatever. So on this one, I had 2 evil eye beads, and one of them's missing. And it went missing the first day I got it. So like, it really does help and work. And then next up is cord cutting. So you would find some 2 candles, one being you, whichever one. One being you, one being the problem or issue, person, place, or thing. You would carve going downward the opposite, the opposed, I guess. And then you would carve your name. And then you take your twine and tie it to each end. And then you'd lay them in a bowl or something like this with salt. Stand them up and then light them to light yours first and then the opponent. I'm just going to say the opponent because that's what I feel called to say. And then you would watch them and pray over them. Well, pray over yours mostly. Of being protected and cutting whatever energetic, emotional, mental cord you have with your said problem. And then once they burnt down all the way, you could either throw them outside, bury them, mostly bury them, or throw them in the garbage. Now if it's winter in the deep freeze like how it here is in Canada, I would suggest just throwing it away once it's all melted down and your salt gets all yucky and the cord's all burnt. And that's pretty much how you do a cord cutting. It's really simple. So that's the basic necessities I would suggest for spiritual protection. Oh, let's make some black salt. So it's really quick, really quick. So you just grab a bowl, you dump your salt, and then you add your ashes. And then you mix it around. I don't really do the whole counterclockwise thing. I just do whatever I feel is necessary. But afterwards, I will pray over it and put the intention of what it's used for. And then once it's all mixed up and you have everything, I had no more ashes. I cleaned it all out, so this is all the ashes I have right now. But yeah, that's how you essentially make black salt. Could be gray. It's your intention. Like, it doesn't have to look perfect. It's your intention of what you put into it. So I hope this all helped. Please subscribe and like the video if you found this helpful. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your day and evening. Bye.